Fight Knight on Dominion attack. I'm Clawmac attack.
I'm Tetron.
And we're going to be playing with the card Soothsayer. And so let's share that screen. And that's Lord Rattington.
Yeah, I just realised I hadn't quite logged into Dominion properly.
I would beat Lord Rattington at Soothsayer, I'm pretty sure. Well, they would probably play the same strategy. I think Lord Rattington does get it because he then gets lots of golds, and that's kind of his game.
Yep.
All right. What do you think of Soothsayer?
Well, it's a pretty powerful card for 5. It comes with giving you curse, so unless there's lots of convenient trashing. It's like a spirit version of Bandit. Obviously, you get an extra card for your opponent, which goes with it, which sometimes can be awkward, but not many combinations.
Yeah. So here's Soothsayer. Gain a gold. Each other player gains a curse, and if they did draw a card, draws a card. And we do actually have bandits, so we can choose. Gain a gold, top player decks, trash the treasures other than copper, and discards the rest. It's pretty close as to which is better, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, well, certainly early on, because of the curse, the Soothsayer is better. I mean, obviously there's Sentry on the deck as well, so there is some trashing.
Yeah, I agree. I can't honestly get a bureaucrat, can I? That would be ridiculous. Poachers. Okay, let's start with the poacher. Yeah, I quite like village too. The question is, do I get up to 5 quickly enough? I'm going to go for the silver on this occasion.
Well, I started with Vassal, which gives me effectively silver anyway until I start discarding things.
Yeah. All right. I'll be easily influenced again and get the Vassal. We're getting our buys from Festival, I guess.
Yeah, I hadn't thought that far ahead. I'm just looking forward to my Sentry.
Yeah. Sentry I will get first. It's a tricky thing in order to get them in. I mean, they're all nice, aren't they? I could get all those. I wouldn't get a Soothsayer and a Bandit. I'd get one or other. Probably the Soothsayer. Oh, you've got one already. You didn't waste any time. I'll get one too then.
Well,
our strategies are rather similar. You've got more villagers this time. It's normally me that has the more villagers. Okay, 1 buy for 7. I'm going to get this festival and try and get another buy.
I've got 2.
Oh, 2 points. I thought you meant 2 festivals. I thought that's a lot.
I'd happily take 2 festivals over my 2 coppers.
Yeah. Well, no, that is true. What I don't have is laboratories, which is, of course, something one would want in this deck.
Sentries first, I guess.
Seven. Interesting. Well, I think I will get the laboratory, having gone on about it.
Well, I definitely need a second buy, but I could actually just have been buying provinces for my last 2 turns when I'm saying this, which is the other way of going. But
yeah. Well, I don't know. There's all sorts of choices in there. Second festival.
And this is why I'm not so keen on the Sentry.
Things you don't want to trash.
Yeah, I don't want to trash. I'm not even sure whether discarding makes sense either. So I discard nothing.
Oh, none of us have trashed anything yet. That's,
but we've accumulated some curses.
We've accumulated a lot of curses.
Well, the very first one, when I was on 2 coins, it would have been good timing actually to get the curse with the Soothsayer, but
another lab.
Okay, I need to start provincing.
Oh God.
Well, I would have liked a Sentry, but with the, my coins aren't coming up in balance.
7, I can't.
White
province.
Yeah, I think the poacher hasn't worked out too well with this one, particularly as his piles are going to end.
Yeah.
It's, I think, slightly overpriced for 4 compared to some of the 3s on the deck.
Nine. I think I have to. I really don't have to, actually.
No, I mean, Sentry Vassal's pretty strong if you have 2 buys as well for 8, but
I got 3 buys, in fact. So I could get like village vassal. I mean, there's all sorts of things I could get.
Yeah, I probably would get a province myself at this stage, but that may be over rushing.
Lab 12. Vassal, just to not do the same thing.
I get to trash something, and I get to keep you ordering. Essentially, actually did work that time.
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with the province, even though again, as a Sentry Vassal worked quite well.
Yeah. Sentry. Trash. Now I could vassal, but then I don't get to play my lab. So I think I'll lab. That didn't work. Oh no, it did. That's fine. I suppose I had better now. I had better now province, hadn't I?
Get some poachers.
Yeah. Vassal.
Oops, I moved the window rather than doing trashing there. Get a 2nd Sentry rather than a Dutch at this stage.
Yeah. I need another Sentry as well. I'll just do it. Have you been keeping a track on the spread of curses? I must have had a lot more. I think
it's not a lot more. Yeah, you're currently up on the curses you've had by 2. I think it is. I think it's, what would that be? 5 to 3. So it's now 5 to 4. But it's because my vassal, my deck was slightly faster to begin with.
Yeah.
But I think it's no longer true.
Oh, that's a nice one.
Don't like the sound of that.
I can trash 2 curses. I suppose I better discard this gold. $10. I suppose a province. And just trust that I'll catch up at some point.
it probably will now that you've gone down in curses. The laboratories will start to pay off, I think.
We'd hope so at some point. But it's just whether it's in time.
Well, I'm not quite sure what's the third pile I can kill off.
I could trash my poacher now. In fact, I think I will. Right. So if I get those two, I'm caught up.
Lead comfortably.
Unless you get two. Then I've been in trouble.
I'm not getting two with my buying strategy. My sentries haven't really been a very productive thing. So maybe, well, I need a buy. If I get a buy, I'll win here. But it doesn't
yeah, I shouldn't
appear to have happened.
I should not. Oh, 20 unit, yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, it depends if this vassal hits. It did not.
Well, I missed.
No. 32. 33 doesn't really help, but I suppose I'll get an estate anyway, just to pretend.
I need to discard that.
Oh, goodness me.
Well, you're probably all right. You'll probably eventually end up winning on mistake once because I had all my money without the buy. I have too many duchies.
So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is not going to be enough.
Well, 7 gets you the duchy, which makes it more awkward with the curses sitting around.
Yeah. Or I could discard the festival and see what I get. I think I'm going to do that. I got another lab, so that actually will help. That was a good gamble.
Yeah.
All right. So let's take out this base deck stuff and put in the mixture. Okay. Ooh, some favorites here. I always like Alchemist, but it can sometimes be a bit slow. I guess Sacrifice is a better starting bet.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but as you can now see.
Oh, you're 2-5. Okay. So you have. Well, upgrade's pretty good, isn't it? And to start with, and
yeah, for 5's not a problem. Oh, it's going to be Soothsayer. It's going to be my start.
yeah.
Because upgrade's exactly 1, so you can't go to Fool's Golds.
Fool's Golds. Are we going to go for Fool's Golds? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's get us to start. Which I suppose, yes, I'm not going to go for fool's gods.
Yes, I'm stuck with an upgrade rather than a sacrifice. Not entirely sure it's worth it for the price differential.
I had a plan for this potion, of course. That was my plan. Ah, you're cursing me already. Vagrant. They're all vagrants, aren't they? It's not a split thingy. It's just vagrants all the way. You've got a lot of them now.
Yeah, well, they speed your deck up a little bit. Because it can put curses and estates in your hand.
All right, I'll get one too.
I'm just relying on getting to the soothsayer as often as possible without necessarily even bothering to buy a second one.
I need a soothsayer. I can't have me getting all the curses. That would not be any good. But I better get the alchemist first.
I guess now I do get this potion.
I think I'm even going to trash a copper and not a curse just to get to the soothsayer. Oh dear, I already have 3 curses there. And you've got a province. Nightmare. Nightmare.
Yeah. As I say, vagrants speed it up a bit, which is why I was, when you said, oh, you had to get one too, at that stage for me, vagrants were quite clear cut because I've got a target's card to get to.
Soothsayer.
Yeah, because so each time I can just go through my deck.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not so keen on upgrade, but with there only being one way of getting actions, which requires tournament through to, what is it, Trusty Steed or something.
We still don't get a buy, do we, in this game as well?
There's Princess.
Oh, yeah.
In the prizes.
Yeah.
Yes, tournament. Another gold. Let's stick to the golds. Whilst we have had a conversation whether it's possible to have too many golds, I think it's rarely the answer.
Yeah.
It is.
Oh, they get a province, I suppose. Oh my goodness. These curses are really killing me.
See, whilst I don't think the buy is that useful for you, I think I still get it for myself.
Oh, you've got it already? Gee whiz.
Yeah, well, I've got lots of golds to go along with all those curses I've been giving you, of course.
Yeah.
And upgrades with changelings and reasonably useful, although I would have liked to have got more alchemists.
I suppose I'll just change it for a sacrifice.
Yeah, that's just giving me total overkill unless my princess happens to be the very next card.
Okay.
That's, yeah, I got one card to draw. I mean, I now have 4 golds in hand. I already had 3 golds. So because that curse, you draw an extra card.
Yeah. Oh, and you trust your CDs as well.
Yeah, well, again, it's probably at this stage not even necessary to be buying the prizes. It's probably just a distraction. We've had this conversation before where there's a limit to how many curses you can get even with trashers before it just gets out of hand.
Yeah. I suppose I do that. Well, I mean, I'm in trouble. Right, do I pretend the game is still going on? Okay, let's do it.
Avoiding buying a province doesn't really achieve much here, I don't think, if that's what you're talking about, if you have an 8.
I was just going to either get a duchy or the followers. And I picked the followers in the end.
Yeah, my concern with the followers was there doesn't seem to be enough curses left for it to get traction. It does cut you down to 3 cards, mine, but
Right, what gets me buying? Nothing at all.
no, as I said, that was my first move, just to ensure that wasn't an option. Not so much that it was necessarily the most useful card to me, but it would have been the most useful card to you.
This is not really going to help.
Well, I'm reduced to getting a duchy. Actually, I could have got Vagrant there as well, but I'm not actually envisaging having problems buying another one, because as well as giving all the curses, as I say, yeah, well, I win next turn anyway, but game. Yeah, sometimes that 5-2 is just not catchable.
Curse has disabled me. I know that's
yeah, I mean, upgrades I think were quite useful.
What am I doing? I've now lost what I was doing.
You've left the table. I think, do I need to leave the table to find you again? I think I do.
I left the minion by mistake. I pressed the wrong button.
Yeah, but it was at a stage when the table got left as well, so I've had to leave in order to join you. Yeah. Well, I suppose I could have just taken charge of the table. That probably would have worked.
So Soothsayer and then adjust everything.
Yep.
I left a minion in disgust after your win there. I couldn't.
Well, it's not fun to be on the receiving end. But what I was saying is Vagrant is actually quite a useful card in that circumstance.
Yeah.
For the price. You don't actually need to trash to get things to work.
Yeah.
So develop actually is the one which trashes up and down, which is always I'm always thinking it's the other one I'm looking at, which is improve. So there's Way of the Owl. I'll try develop.
You're trying which one?
Develop.
I don't know what to try now. I'm sort of looking at research.
Well, you're on the 4. I haven't yet decided on my 4.
Yeah, you know those strong players. They think ahead and work out both cards at the start.
Well, no, I think I have decided on my. I have decided on my 4. I just decided that develop was more useful than the silver and more useful than an acting troop at this stage.
Yeah.
Once I noticed that there's platinum and colonies in play, I decided on my 4.
Taxman.
Yeah. Although there is this argument to get to the money as quickly as possible is also a risk. But there's Way of the Owl was the other thing I looked at.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well, I think Taxman, because acting troops there, is maybe okay.
I was thinking about acting troop as well as being first, or possibly even silver.
I'm going to do an acting troop, but I'm going to do silver first, and then. But hang on, I still need a research or something, don't I? Oh no, I can do rebuild.
Yeah, not quite so sure of rebuild having the colonies in play.
Doesn't that just make rebuild stronger?
It takes longer to close out the game. I don't know. I haven't tried it often.
I'm not sure.
Colonies.
If I agree with you there. We often disagree on these cards, don't we?
It was me who just bought the acting troop, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't need to buy another one immediately. There is only one buy in the deck, but there are lots of nice 5s, and you have one of them already.
The buy is the storeroom.
But I'm not actually sure I'm necessarily going to get to the buy mattering.
Because the trouble with this storeroom is there's nothing there. I can't see anything that gives you a lot of cards. I suppose research can give you cards, but it's not going to be. Oh, I suppose Way of the Owl helps storeroom.
Yeah, I forgot you have one of those as well.
I think I'm going for rebuild already.
Well, when you say already, you got Soothsayer first, so it's not exactly the case unless I bought one and forgot about it.
Ah, you did that via your acting troop. Yeah. What's this arena actually? I should have. I didn't
You
even
can discard. You can discard to get VPs. I think.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to get a jester.
See, I never really play Vault much, but I think it actually works out quite strongly when Lord Rattington seems to get it to work.
Lord Rattington likes them a lot.
Does Jester have a cap on the card? No. No, let's just get a
cap. He's got wearing a little hat, if that's what you
I
mean.
meant often it's a 6 coin limit for a card.
Yeah, no, not in this case. But if it's a victory card, you get a curse.
Yeah, but the point is you can get platinum for your Jester,
Yeah,
so therefore I have
yes.
to.
That is fine, you can. Right, what haven't I got yet? Idle. I suppose I should trash the silver. I would want to trash the gold, get a thingy. But I do want an acting troupe. Oh, you'll get an idol. I like those. Ah. Those all look quite nice. Excellent. No. Rebuild. Where did we say the buy was? Storeroom.
Yep. Well, technically you could get one via Idle as well.
Yeah.
But it never seems to come at the right time for me if I go down that line.
No. I still haven't sorted out my problem with curses. I need to do that. How did you get platinum? You just bought
it.
Fair enough. Two. Can't get any. Oh, I could get an estate, I suppose.
Let's get another gold. Probably too many.
Two buys. All right. Let's take the acting troupe and the storeroom. That's exciting.
Yeah. Already got too many of those.
Oh, that's annoying. You made me discard my silver.
Yep.
So this might be stupid. I just keep buying these victory cards now. Oh, stop it.
It's probably better to trash a curse and get 2 VPs. Oh, I should play that in a different order, of course, but... So you didn't have to discard the gold there. Curse, copper, taxman, and the silver. Okay, in which case I'll make you get rid of your silver. I think probably makes sense.
How do you know what I've got? Oh,
It tells me once I played my first one.
Yeah, fair enough. I better do this by the hour because...
Actually, that may not have been such a great move. Perhaps I should have just brought an idol outright. I just thought because of the soothsayer that you would quite like to have a gold in hand. So, oh, because I wasn't still in the action phase, I can't discard for my arena. For my first card. I thought, oh, that's a useful draw. But no, it wasn't useful at all, as it turns out.
Just get another one of these.
Not sure necessarily using up my villages makes a lot of sense there, but still.
Yeah. My strategy is not very refined. Oh, you bought it. I was about to buy that one. That's annoying.
Well, you don't have one anyway, so I guess I get a rebuild at this, try and speed up the game. As you don't have a platinum, there's no point in me trying to trash the platinum to make you discard it. Ooh, we're down to 2 duchies. I hadn't noticed that. Your rebuild may pay off in a surprising way to me.
Okay.
Which was good. Well, I think your rebuild may actually pay off.
Rebuild may pay off, did you say?
Yeah, well, we may run out the piles before I have time to.
Yeah, well, that's
to get anywhere because of your buy, and I didn't get the
race,
buy.
isn't it? You've got more purchasing power, but I might be able to shortcut it with the victory cards if it all works.
Anyway, I think I've got a lead now again, which means that I should be all right. It was the double Dutch he was worrying me.
Discard. What does it say?
You can discard a coin to get a 4, up to 4, sorry.
Do I want to do that? Is my question. What is this arena? Have you been doing all that arena? I don't think I've done it at all.
No, you haven't.
I should have done that rather than using up my villagers. Do I want to discard? Yeah, all right. I'll just gain an estate. And another one.
Let's put a gap. So now you're in with a chance of winning.
You mean this turn?
Yeah. But not very high chance, I think, but there is one.
Yeah. Behind no one. Oh, that didn't work at all. It's annoying, actually, the duchy's being run out.
Yeah, well, that was certainly... If someone's going for rebuild, as I say, I don't think it works so well when there's 4 green ones because of the gaps. You can even at some point... Well, obviously, you can't run out both provinces and colonies very conveniently, but... Anyway, I'm not completely rebuild free now. It's just that I still don't have the option of a buy. Because I can potentially develop a platinum downwards.
Well, this strategy hasn't worked for a while, and I think one of my big mistakes is not really noticing arena and not using it.
Well, I don't think that's made a huge difference. I think it was the fact you allowed me to get so many acting troops before I develop. So you haven't actually had a trash and rebuild skips lots of cards. Right, so I now have a province. So I can't actually get to this. I think I name it Duchy. Probably worth giving you a curse.
Yeah. I'm too far behind.
Yeah, well, a rebuild can get you potentially with these ones up to 4 VPs a move.
I wasn't really paying
I mean,
attention.
even the gesture can give an extra.
Yeah, I'm going to resign, actually.
Okay. I was going to get. I got 11 in hand.
Nice.
So no, I haven't. I got 9 in hand, but I've got an idol. So if it came with a buy, I could end it anyway. Anyway, good game.
Good game. All right. Another one, or do you want to?
Yeah, no, imagine that one. We've had a long break.
Yeah.
Viewers can cope with suddenly go back.
Yeah. Okay. So now, what have we got?
Remake or salvage or research. Or of course poacher. Oh, there's lots of, and there's replace.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me. Sorry. So there aren't a lot of 3, so remakes is potentially a silver. I guess I want salvage first because of the buy.
Soothsayer.
Ah, so you got the 5-2 this time.
I do, but there isn't a 2. I think. Oh, there isn't even a 3.
Well, there's a silver obviously for 3, and there's an estate for 2.
The estate's not very exciting.
Exciting, no. Not unless you're trying to do a very long remake strategy.
Yeah.
Let's see, Swamp Hag. Although there was Crypt, which I was kind of not really looking at, but again,
I didn't really notice.
deck for Crypt. Because it's a 5 snuck into the bottom row.
Yes.
So when a 2 snuck into the top row, that one really threw me out on occasion. Well, where's that come from?
So Swamp Hag is curses. Replace is that. Crypt. Maybe Crypt, actually. Because I can get rid of the treasures for a little while.
Yeah, I was just about to move on to Crypt. Yeah.
Trouble is, we're just short of actions, aren't we?
Yeah, after the last one, which went a bit crazy, I may actually get a poacher, even though I think a pile's definitely going to run out.
So I like Salvager much better than Research, but Research has an action. Which might... That's what I'm going to do. That is what I'm going to do.
Let's play long term.
Oh, yeah, no, that's not bad. I'll take a second Crypt.
Yeah, I was going to do that because normally if you want Crypts, you want 2 of them, but
Pilgrimage as well.
Just the problem is if the only 4 which really does anything is also about to become fairly redundant when 2 piles run out, which is quite likely with this one.
The only 4 that does anything. I mean, the
poacher.
I haven't bought it after the disaster last time.
Well, the poacher wasn't what went wrong. It was just the vassal was stronger, I think, because you needed it to get to the 5, and poacher's slightly less guaranteed than a silver.
Right, 6. What's this Swamp Hag? It's just +3. It's not the cards one. I prefer Haunted Woods to Swamp Hag.
Yeah, well, Haunted Woods is a much stronger card. We looked at Haunted Woods. We haven't looked at Swamp Hag, particularly when the curses are running out anyway. Is the other problem with Swamp Hag? I mean, it can be very inconvenient if you're continually Swamp Hagged. But
I think I just get a gold. I can't get a... What does this pilgrimage do? It gets me...
It's a bit of a long-term play.
Sorry?
It's a bit of a long-term thing.
Yeah. Crypt and Research. Well, maybe I will. That's not that bad. Do I have to get a copper as well? Oh, I have to get a copper. Oh, no, don't gain. Okay.
Oh, you've used a pilgrimage a second time. Okay, I didn't know if you flip it the first time.
No, I did, because I got this. I mean, actually, these 4s, they're not that amazing, are they? I mean, you want 1 or 2 for trashing, but...
Oh, well, actually, undo that. I've already got golds. I think for a moment I didn't have any golds. I'm just going to buy yet another peddler and stick with plan A.
Yeah. All right. That one. Why did it put were they both golds in there? Never mind.
Yeah.
10. All right. 1 buy for 10. So that's that. Do I put them all in there? All right. Let's do it. Three, 4, 5, 6. Let's take that one. Let's do that one. Research. Curse. I'm almost tempted to get rid of the second research. Let's do it. That didn't help, really.
That's a very long way behind. Oh, hang on. I didn't. No, this doesn't right. How come it won't let me play my treasures?
Oh, I don't know. Oh my God, you've got a lot of them.
Yeah, well, I'm salvaging my peddlers.
All right, what am I trying to do? It's just
yeah, not enough turns left. As I said, you'd normally want 2 crypts if you're using a crypt. And you've got to your pilgrimage much faster. Yeah, well, you got 3 because you got through to your pilgrimage much faster.
Oh, then I trashed one. No, I horsed one.
You can't horse a crypt.
Oh, no, you're right.
So
I horsed research. I can get up to. So 2, 3. Yeah, I've got to take 2 golds anyway.
Yeah, you must be on 8 next time as well. I'll just resign this way. Good game.
So what did you think of the suit?
Well, we saw with the 5-2 starts pretty much dominating both the times that happened when the other player couldn't get to a suit.
Yeah,
so I think that's pretty conclusive. But yeah, a gold plus a curse to your opponent is pretty powerful stuff. There are a few occasions when the extra card can actually be more beneficial than the harm it does. Not just for the number. I mean, there are a few, if you have extra cards in your hand, you can do more stuff with some of the other action cards. But failing that, there aren't many 5s I would pick ahead of it. Even in
it's a really good starting one. I hadn't quite realised how good it was as a starting card. Yeah. And actually, just in that game, I saw it worked well with crypts as well, because you end up with so many golds, and then if you got crypts as well, you just...
Crypt is very strong, I think, anyway. We had this conversation early days about a lot of the strongest players not being very keen on it, but I do think it accelerates. I mean, particularly crypts and things like capital, you don't ever discard it, so you don't get a 6 coin for the cost of 5 with it. So crypt itself is quite a powerful 5. But yeah, as you say, once you start got golds to shove in your crypts as well, with the pilgrimage a target for that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so it is a very strong one because yeah, curse plus golds normally one of the better combinations you can get. Obviously, as I say later on, the curses will run out, but you will probably have 2-3 golds at least by this point, even in a multiplayer game. So yeah, it's one of the top targets. You probably don't want 2 of them necessarily. You probably just want 1 for enough, but then to get through to it as many times as possible would be the one thing we didn't quite see. But we were short of actions anyway, so it's a little bit forced on us apart from that first one. But so yeah, strong card. Definitely buy it unless there's a really exceptional 5 out there. Something like Wolf is probably slightly better even without the curses, but
yeah,
I can't think of many 5s off the top of my head which come first.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's so. All righty then. I won't do a look ahead to tomorrow because we're going to take a little bit of a break, probably a couple of weeks break because of for me, because of the British Chess Championships, and you're
there's the Mind Sports longer than that, so it could be almost 6 weeks for me scarily on this basis if we're doing this. But we will be back, I'm sure, and we may do something in the middle of the Mind Sports because there is a Dominion event in that, so who knows.
I may even stream it. I don't know.
And you may be doing other things as well.
Illegal, I don't know. It's probably
it's illegal to stream it, but
they'd know that then they could see my hand or whatever.
I mean, there are some downsides to it.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah.
But I think most of the players in the Mind Sports are pretty ethical. It's just they haven't got any kind of safeguards based on last year's ones.
Yeah, well, sort of
apart from afterwards.
Do you think it's all part of the game or not? Yeah, I would expect they would not watch my stream whilst doing the game.
Well, they may not even pick up on it unless you tell them beforehand, oh, I'm streaming this. And then, oh, I just guessed right every time.
They could say if you're so silly to actually stream it, then you deserve everything you get. So that's the other way of looking at it.
It's entertainment first. That's
yeah. Anyway, yes, good. So I'm looking forward to that. And we will. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back, but I'm not sure exactly when.
Okay.
Probably in a couple of weeks for Tuesday, Wednesday ones at least, and then we'll see when Tetron wants to make his comeback.
I may retire forever, life after hot weather wide sports. Who knows?
A non-Dominion life. Yeah. No, there's no chance.
These heat waves, I'm glad it's broken now, because even in the heat, I decide my brain doesn't work. But I will see you all soon.
Yeah.